Hello and welcome to your practice. It's me, Kelly. Today we are working towards shoulder stand and we'll be using the wall. So you might want to clear some space at the wall, try to find a nice place that you can use. You can even pull your mat up right against the wall here and now. We won't be using the wall quite yet, but towards the end of this practice. You also need 2 blocks. I think you could roll some towels or blankets up to sort of use as blocks if you don't have any. And you'll need a couple blankets or towels stacked in this kind of way towards the end for our shoulder stand as well. To begin, just find yourself in a comfortable seat, one where you're upright, you feel present, but not uptight about it. And we will both begin and end the practice today with the harmonious vibration, frequency, and sound of Om. Om is something that you might more regularly be asked to do at the end of a practice. And that's cool because it can both be thought of as an invocation and also kind of like an end note or an amen, if you will. Om translates to yes, or so be it. It's affirming something at the end of a practice or a prayer or whatever, what have you. And at the same time, it transcends all of that, and it's known as the mother of all sound, the primordial sound of creation. I chose shoulder stand for the physical practice today because shoulder stand is known as the mother of all asana, the physical postures. So they kind of go hand in hand. Not to mention to Om, to chant Om, to meditate on it is something that helps clear, open the throat chakra. And it's thought that in this asana of shoulder stand that you move into a little bit of a throat lock position. And when you come out of it, that the blood flow circulates all around there, that your thyroid gets stimulated from the position that your body's in. And it's a posture that's a lot of times recommended towards people who are interested in clearing up any kind of blockage in that energy center in the body. So this is the idea, and let's practice. Let's put it to practice. Rest your hands on your lap, or you can clasp them together. Let your pelvis spill forwards. There's a bit of an anterior tilt to your pelvis forward. Draw your front ribs in and down so you're not arching your back. Tuck your chin slightly in. Soften your gaze to the tip of your nose or even close your eyes. First, let's take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Inhale to Om. Namaste. Welcome to your practice, official. Take your 2 blocks. You'll use 1 block on the middle edge, like so, and the second block on the smaller edge, like so. The taller block will go to rest at the occiput, the back of your head, and the shorter block will go to support your shoulders, right at like the base of your shoulders. You can use your blankets or your towels, whatever you have, to fold. That'll support underneath your thighs. Underneath your thighs. More your thighs than your shins. But if it's long enough, you can kind of get both. And remember that if you don't have blocks or something like blocks, then it won't be as like firm and sturdy, but you can most definitely try to like get creative and roll one towel a little fatter so it's taller, and one towel a little thinner so it's not so tall. When you rock back, you take your elbows down, your forearms down, and you want this first block, the one that's a little shorter, to be at the base of your shoulders. So it's more of a chest opener than a back bend. Just think about that. And then your second taller block, or whatever you're using, goes to support underneath your head. You can adjust your props, take your time, wiggle, move, shift. And you want your, not necessarily your tailbone, but you definitely want both sit bones down. If you feel like you're forced to make more of like a bridge or like an arch through your lower back than you're wanting to, then you might need to take the blocks out completely, and maybe you do need to also use a blanket that isn't so tall. But adjust however you need to. Take your arms out to the sides. So we're in a supported, reclined butterfly. We are focusing on our arms and our chest and shoulders in the practice today. And if our chest is tight, if our shoulders are tight, and we're not necessarily using our arms in the optimal way for shoulder stand, it can feel not so great. All kinds of things then can come up. And I notice that people either really love shoulder stand or they really, really don't like it. And oftentimes, I think it's due to lots of things, but in my experience, I notice the people who really don't like it seem to have a lot of tightness in their chest, a lot of tightness in their shoulders. So we'll spend a little extra time here in a gentle, supported way, encouraging these places to soften and open. Another breath in. And let it go. Put the soles of your feet on the floor, the knees bent. Take your arms, they're straight, fingertips towards the sky, and turn your palms forward the same direction your toes are pointing, your knees and toes. Breath in. When you exhale, take your arms down. Plant your hands on your blankets or off of that onto the ground. And then inhale, arms go overhead, up and overhead. This is arm flexion. Exhale, bring your arms forward and down. Notice that my chest is now forward of my arms. This is shoulder or arm extension. Inhale, arms go forward and up. Flexion. Exhale, arms pass your chest. This is arm extension. This is what we're focusing on today in shoulder stand. Take another breath in. Exhale, roll. Shift to one side, go slow. Pick yourself up and put, for now, your blankets to one side. Towels, whatever you're using, and your blocks or your other blankets to one side. You may or may not use these later, the blocks that is. Come into tabletop, hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Inhale, cow pose, arch your back, heart forward, chin forward, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, tuck your chin and look to your belly button. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine to tabletop. When you exhale, walk your left knee in closer to your right. Stretch your right leg back with your right toes tucked under. Inhale, press your right heel back. Push your hands down and forward. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Round your spine like cat. Come onto your fingertips and step your right foot in between your hands. You can, of course, help all the way if you need to, something like that. Tuck your left toes under, lift off your left knee, breath in. Exhale, right knee over right ankle, squeeze your 2 feet towards each other until you feel your hips lift. Inhale, can you get lighter on your hands? Lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, plant your palms and step your right foot back. Inhale, plank, push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, lean forward, lower down all the way. Reach your arms back, palms face like you're holding a yoga block in between them. And notice you're here, your arms can go back. So your arms are technically higher than your chest. Let's practice that. Inhale, cobra, press down through your hips to lift your heart and your head, toes tucked under. Exhale, plant your hands next to your upper ribs. Use your knees, inhale up to tabletop, walk your hands back. Exhale, right knee closer to left, extend your left leg back with your left toes tucked under. Inhale, rock back, press through your left heel. Exhale, rock forward, press off the ball of your left foot. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward, round your spine, come onto your fingertips, step your left foot through, help it all the way, like something like that if you need to. Left knee over left ankle, tuck right toes. Inhale, lift off right knee. Exhale, squeeze your 2 feet towards each other until you feel your hips lift. Inhale, get lighter in your hands, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands and your left leg back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, look forward, lean forward, and lower all the way down. Keep your toes tucked under. Reach your arms back, palms face. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your head, lift your arms so your arms are in extension. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, tabletop, walk your hands back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your left foot closer to your right, send your right leg back and up. Exhale, forward to plank, right knee to nose, step your right foot through. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, shoulders over hips, arms up, palms face. Exhale, bring more weight into your right standing leg so you're light on your back foot. Inhale, arms go back into extension, palms face like you're holding a yoga block behind you. Exhale, hinge from your hips 45 degrees to your torso so you're in thunderbolt with arms back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, ground your left heel, windmill your arms open so you're in warrior two. I'll switch directions so I'm facing you. Exhale, more weight into your front leg so your right knee is over your right leg. And then inhale, straighten your right leg, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, spin on your right heel so both toes are forward, parallel your feet, breath in. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fingertips to your blocks or the ground. Eyes open, look straight down, forehead down, heart towards the ground. Inhale, right arm back, right palm facing in. Exhale, left arm back, left palm facing in. Imagine you're holding a yoga block behind you, arms stretch up and over. Arms are an extension, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fingertips down, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Pivot on your hands and your feet until you face the top of your mat. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Keep your toes tucked under, stretch your arms back, palms face. Inhale, lift up for cobra. Hands squeeze in and arms reach up and back. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot next to left, and pick your left leg back and up. Exhale, plank pose, left knee to nose, step your left foot through, keep your right knee lifted. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, bend your left knee so it's over your left ankle. You're kind of light on your back foot. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge from your hips. Reach your arms back, palms face like you're holding a yoga block behind you. Reach your arms not only back, but up. Arms are an extension. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Ground your right heel. Inhale, windmill your arms open, warrior two. Exhale, left knee over left leg. And then inhale, straighten your left leg, spin on your left heel, both toes point parallel to the long edge of your mat, parallel your feet so one isn't further forward or back. Exhale in it. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold. Inhale, forehead down, chest down. Exhale, bring more weight towards your toes. Eyes open. Inhale, left arm back. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, arms stretch up and reach back. Imagine you're holding a yoga block behind you. Arms are an extension. Relax your head. Look towards your belly button. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips down. Inhale, pivot on your hands and your feet until you face the top of your mat. Exhale, send your left leg back, breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Stretch your arms back, palms face. Or actually, retuck your toes. We'll keep practicing like that. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your head, press through your hips to help. Exhale, arms squeeze in, reach back and up, breath in. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Relax your arms down. Breath in. Breath out. Blink your eyes open and step to the top of your mat. Take equal weight between the left and right leg. Draw your front ribs in and down, arms down, and reach your arms back again like you're holding a yoga block behind you. Lift your right heel and bring your right knee as high as your right hip. Breath in. As you exhale, keep your arms as they are. Bend your left knee, hinge from your hips, reach your right leg back. Really reach through your right foot. Reach, reach, reach. You can keep your standing leg kind of soft. That means bent through your knee. Right leg reaches back and up. A supported warrior three with a bent knee. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to turn your gaze. Chin to chest, look towards your belly button. That gets really wobbly. You can always set your back foot down if you need, like this. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Hands down, left leg back, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Relax your arms down. Breath in. Let it go. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Exhale, equal weight between two legs. strong core. Inhale, lift your left heel and lift your left knee. Exhale, reach your arms back behind you, palms face. Arms are an extension, inhale. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Like thunderbolt, stretch your left leg back and up. Keep your right knee kind of bent. Inhale. Exhale, slowly start to turn your gaze, chin to chest, look towards your belly button. Stay here, even to set your left foot down if you need. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Hands plant down, inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Relax your arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it out. Maybe take a little water if you want. And this would be a good time to pull your mat over to a wall space if you don't have it over there already. This is a good time to use, you will definitely need a couple towels or blankets as well. So grab what you need, meet me at the wall. Okay, so here we are, and you'll see that I have a couple folds of blanket here for this height. The idea is that my shoulders will go on this blanket and my head will be off of it. That way, as I start to take weight from essentially like my arms and my legs, and I lift my hips and I bring more weight towards my shoulders, that I have this support and it's not all the weight is just going straight to my neck. It's important to be extra kind to ourselves in general, but I think especially around sensitive areas like our neck. So please take a couple blankets, stack them kind of like so. You don't have to have them as long and wide as mine are, but you want them wide enough that you're going to be able to fit your elbows back. We're working into that extension of the arms and bring our elbows kind of close together. That will support us if we're actually moving towards the shoulder stand. So we'll have to do some adjusting as we're here, but you want to take that into a place where you feel like, I think that when I rock back, feet on the ground, toes towards the wall, that my shoulders are on the blanket and the only thing that's off is my head. So from here, you'll take your arms down, and it's a little different obviously because you have some height, and so it can be a little harder to get your palms actually to the ground, but you're pressing through the back of your arms really strong. Press down through your feet, use your glutes to lift your hips, press down through the back of your arms. Really think about arm extension and really feel weight to the back of your arms as you push. Use the help of your arms, open your chest, expand your chest towards your chin or in bridge. And then exhale down. So you can of course do that again, or this time you'll actually push your feet into the wall, and you want to make like a 90-degree angle through your legs. So you'll notice my heels are in front of my knees are aligned over my hips. You want a 90-degree angle like that. If you're here with me at the wall, imagine the wall is the ground. Come into the posture the same way we came into it last time. Push down through your feet, use your glutes to lift your hips away from the ground. Press down through the back of your arms. Now notice if your arms start to splay out wide, can you walk them closer together? Remember, you can even do this here. Imagine you're holding a yoga block in between your hands and then press down through the outer edges of your arms, or the back of your arms rather. Press down, take a breath in, bridge at the wall, and then exhale, tailbone all the way to the ground. Good, so you can decide if you want to go back to having your feet on the ground. You might need to readjust yourself. You might decide I'm going to do that again with my feet at the wall and bridge. Otherwise, this time, once we're in our bridge, there'll be the option to straighten one or even both of your legs once we're in bridge. Let's see how we feel.
So find your version of bridge, at the wall or not. Remember, imagine that you're holding the yoga block in between your hands. You can even put your hands in that position. Try to walk your arms a little closer together, press down through the back of your arms. A lot. Keep your chest open. This is where a lot of times we want to collapse through our chest, and you can feel little twinges of pain in your arms, sometimes even in your elbows. So try to see if it will help you to keep your chest open. If you do feel a twinge of pain, come out, come down, and that's okay. So from here, option to straighten one or both of your legs. You can do one at a time or both. If you're only doing one, make sure you get both. Your arms might start to splay out. Remember, you're holding that block. Squeeze your arms together, press the back of your arms straight down. Avoid looking side to side to protect your neck. Just look towards your belly button. Take another breath in. And then exhale. If you straighten your legs, bend your knees. Bring your hips back down, feet to the ground. All right. So from there, you can come into bridge, third and final round, with your feet on the ground or at the wall. I'll give you a demo. You can watch me first and then we'll do it together. Otherwise, maybe we're here, we have the yoga block, our arms are squeezing and we're pressing to the back of our arms. You straighten your legs. If you want to try to work towards a shoulder stand, you can extend one leg long, switch and do the other one. If shoulder stand is already in your practice, then of course you can take your hands to your lower back. Make sure your elbows aren't splaying out wide, so squeeze your elbows in like you're squeezing yoga block with your elbows now. Press through the back of your arms, and then see if you can support your hands to your lower back to get your legs up off of the wall. So let's do it together. Of course, if shoulder stands in your practice, go for it. Decide you want to do bridge with your feet on the ground or at the wall. If you're with me at the wall, try extending one or both of your legs. This is a great place to stay. Just start to build some familiarity. Otherwise, you can extend one leg up. Remember, hands squeezing like you're holding a yoga block. Press down through the back of your arms. You're in that arm extension. Switch legs. If you're working towards your full shoulder stand, take your hands to your lower back. Make sure your elbows are squeezing in like now your elbows are squeezing the block. Back of your arms press down. Walk your hands up higher on your back towards your neck. The idea is that you want your heels to stack over your hips. Elbow squeeze in, back of your arms press down. Avoid looking side to side to protect your neck. Take another breath in. Exhale, feet to the wall if they're not there already. Bend your knees, bring your hips to the ground. And your feet down. Roll slowly to one side. Take the blanket out from underneath you and come onto your back. Try to scoot up a little closer to the wall. Your feet can be at the wall and you'll just kind of like inchworm up towards it. As close as you can comfortably get. Inchworm, itchworm. All right. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. You can make more of a diamond shape with your legs farther away. You can let them get close down towards the ground, towards your upper body if that feels okay. Your hands can rest at your knees, your ankles, or your arms can go out to the side or overhead. Ending sort of similarly to how we started. In a butterfly pose, this time definitely in a different angle. Supported by the wall still. A little less intense of a shoulder opener. We're allowing ourselves to just kind of come back towards homeostasis. Noticing how that posture felt for you.
And as you exhale, start to roll to one side. Press yourself up. Find a seat. Take your hands behind your head. Press your head into your hands, your chin forward, so you open your throat. Getting a little bit of that opposite counter position from the shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Take another breath in. And then exhale, stack your head back upright over your spine. Hands to shoulders, right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Head back up, look over right. Center, left, center. Hands together at heart center, and we will finish the way we started with an Om, making it like an amen, right, or an affirmation. Take a full breath in and out with me. Inhale. Sigh it out. We'll inhale for Om. From my heart to your heart, namaste.